Hi Virgo, welcome to your weekly forecast for March 11th through the 17th. This is going to be a general reading for Virgo Sun, Moon, and Rising, focusing on the areas of money, career, Mercury retrograde, angel messages, personal life, all that wonderful stuff. Everything except for love, because I do the love and romance readings separately on my channel. So if you're looking for a love reading, I have a link in the description of this video that will take you to the love readings. If you want to check that out after this video, feel free to do so. So we're going to jump right on in Virgo. We're going to see what is going on for our Virgo friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I just got really cold. Ooh, I got really cold right now as I'm connecting with your energy, Virgo. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you guys are nervous about something or if you're experiencing a certain level of fear. Sometimes I can associate like the feeling of cold of being with fear, and that's just like a personal association. I don't know. I have a Virgo ex. Maybe they're watching. Maybe that's why. That's some bad energy right there. And I'm not saying all Virgos are bad. I'm not one of those people. I hate when people sign bash, when they come on and they're like, oh, all Virgos are like this, all Scorpios are like this, I hate it. I hate it when people sign bash. I don't know what's going on though, Virgo. I don't know why you guys are making me chilly. Here's your Monday, Tuesday. Here's your Wednesday, Thursday. Oopsie. I wish the cards would not fall out of my hand, but they're so long. Alright, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. After we look at these cards, I'm going to pull an angel message for you from a different deck, and we're going to see what is going on for our friend. Four of Wands, Virgo. This is happy energy. Why are you guys making me cold with this happy energy, this fire energy? I should be feeling warm and fuzzy. Four of Wands is a really positive card, Virgo. I have to say a lot of the signs have been getting some like heavy cards in the beginning of the week. A couple got some, positive ones, but, definitely you guys are kicking off the week with a more positive card than a lot of other signs. Four of Wands has to do with celebration. It has to do with having fun. It has to do with celebrating or like enjoying the fruits of your labor and creating a sense of foundation, making long-term plans, being able to have security for the future. Sometimes for me, and this is just for me, I don't know if it's like a general tarot thing, but all tarot readers will have specific meanings to cards on top of their usual meanings. Sometimes for me, Four of Wands is some kind of a homecoming. Okay? Some of you may be getting ready to buy a house. Congratulations to you if that's the case. But for some of you, there may be some kind of a homecoming. So you might be returning to the place where you grew up. You might be going and getting more stable somewhere where you have family. Some of you, you're just kind of going back to visit family or where you grew up, and you're having a chance to kind of just show off what you've been able to accomplish in the time that you've been out on your own or the time that you've been away. I do feel for some of you there is talk of planning for a wedding, but it feels to me more like it's very, very early stages. And what I mean about that is I do feel like some of you are talking to an existing partner about the future of a relationship. So there may be discussion of, are we ready to move in together? Are we going to get married? What would the time frame be? Like discussing those kinds of things. I'm not focusing on love in this reading, as I said, but it is coming up, therefore I am saying it. And it makes sense to me that you have this card about this, happy foundation and stability, whatever that may be, if it's just being with friends or, being able to be around family or being able to plan something in a comfortable home life, whatever that might be. It makes sense to me that it's coming up for you because right now the planet Uranus is in Taurus, and that is bringing a lot of us to the subject of stability. It's making us think about what we see as stable and how to go about, calling it into our lives. So a lot of you are already in that, I can't talk, I'm stuttering. I think I am picking up on my ex, he stuttered. So a lot of you are coming into that energy where you're creating the stability for your life and for your foundation. You're creating the stability for your life and for your foundation. So yeah, big plans. You're having happy plans. There are plans that you're happy about. Plans that you're happy about in the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday. Let's check out your Wednesday, Thursday. 8 of Hearts. This is interesting. You got what you wanted, but part of you is still kind of sad a little bit. For me, again, 8 of Hearts is another card that has like a specific meaning for me in a reading. 8 of Hearts is usually about, like, you know, you've got these 8 cups, but you still feel like something's missing, so you walk away because you try to go and you try to find it, but you don't know what it is. It's like if you've ever eaten something and you're like, I can't put my finger on what it's missing, but something is off. You're like, does it need salt? Does it need a different flavor? Like, what's missing here? It's kind of like that feeling. I'm not sure what's missing, but something's missing. That's sometimes what happens with 8 of Cups. But in my experience, it's 2 things. Number one, 8 of Cups is usually a quest for fulfillment because something is not bringing you the joy or the happiness you thought it was going to bring you, and you are feeling some sadness, or you're feeling like a little bit of emptiness, and you're wanting to wander off, and you're wanting to find it, you're wanting to call it into your life. Some of you, I'm sorry, before I get into that, let me explain the other thing that this card means for me personally when I do readings. Another meaning that I see when I see 8 of Cups, this is just me in my readings, it's telling me something that was a really big deal for you, something that you were working really hard to make happen, you received it, or that you're gonna receive it. So something that's been a big goal for you, it's gonna happen, it's coming in. But once it's happened, once you received it, you're not feeling any more fulfilled. You're not feeling the happiness you thought you would fulfill. Virgo, you won. And you set out to win. You set out to teach somebody a lesson, or you set out to teach somebody that you were going to do what you wanted to do. For some of you, I hope this is not too much noise, but I need to drink while I'm doing the readings. I do them back to back, and my throat is like so scratchy right now. Somebody complained they didn't like the sound of me drinking, and they said it was very unsettling, and they couldn't deal with it. So I'm sorry if it bothers you, but I need to keep talking, therefore I need to drink. So for some of you, maybe the roles are reversed. Maybe somebody really set out to prove a lesson to you, like they wanted to teach you a lesson. But I'm going to be honest, Virgo, I feel that in many of the cases, it's you that did the I'm going to show you, or I'm going to do what I want to do. And you received that victory, for some of you, they received that victory. And it was a hollow one. It was a hollow one because you didn't get what you thought you were going to get. And you thought that you were going to have a sense of, like, enjoyment or freedom, and you got it. You got your enjoyment. You got your freedom. I mean, 4 of Wands, that could even be a card of partying. Maybe you were like, I'm not going to give you a commitment. I'm going to go and I'm going to live my life. Or maybe some of you were like, oh, no, I really want a commitment. And you got a commitment from somebody. It could be vice versa, right? It could be either of those 2 extremes. It could be super committed or no commitment at all. And somebody was fighting for it and they got it. And they're like, wow, this did not bring me the happiness I thought it was going to bring me. It did not bring me what I thought I wanted. Some of you Virgos are feeling upset and you're feeling annoyed because you feel like you got pulled into a situation where someone really, really convinced you to go into a commitment with them. And now, you know, you're feeling like it's a little bit empty, or you're feeling a little bit like it's not what you thought it was going to be. Or you might feel like, man, this person was so persistent. I thought they really were in love with me. But now you might be in this energy where you're just kind of feeling like, you know, maybe this is not what I thought it was, or this isn't the stability that I was looking for. So midweek, a lot of your attention is going to be turned on you seeking some kind of spiritual or personal fulfillment. So some of you may be looking into therapy or counseling. Some of you may be looking into spirituality. Some of you may be looking for a church or wanting to get into more metaphysical things. You know, it's going to be different for different ones of you. It won't be the same for everybody, but definitely coming into that energy of just wanting more, and wanting not just more, but substance, value, purpose, meaning, spiritual connection. Usually when I see 8 of Cups, it's like you're wanting to have a spiritual need met. You're hungry for a spiritual connection. Your Wednesday, Thursday is 7 of Wands. So as you're wanting to go out and do this, it's not going to be easy for some of you, okay? It's not going to be easy. Some of you might be dealing with a person who's making you feel bad about how you're feeling, or they might be arguing with you or pushing against you in some way. Somebody might be, you know, not on the same page as you and what you're wanting to do and how you're wanting to move ahead. Or you might feel very overwhelmed. You might feel like, man, there's so much work to do for me to be able to maintain my joy and my happiness and abundance, but still also take care of this emotional or spiritual stuff. And do I really want to open up this can of worms right now? Am I really ready to deal with this? Maybe I could just push it down inside and not deal with it. Virgo, you're feeling that Libra moon. You're feeling that Libra moon big time. It's interesting to me. I think midweek it's happening where you're getting emotional. And that's happening for a lot of the signs. A lot of the signs are feeling the moon very early. Usually if you're moon sensitive, you'll feel the moon energy, full moon energy, 3 to 7 days before. And midweek, that 8 of Cups, that searching feeling, it's 7 days before the full moon. I don't know if I said weeks, but I meant to say days. 3 to 7 days before. I don't know if I said weeks. I'm sorry if I did that. But you're feeling that energy because the full moon energy makes you very emotional sometimes, and it makes you want to unload certain things or release certain blocks, or, you know, feelings come to the surface and we get a little emotional, maybe even a little bit sentimental. And that's the energy that you're kind of in midweek. And so some of you are feeling a little bit overwhelmed, like these feelings are heavy, these feelings are big. And then on top of that, you have Uranus and Taurus right now, which is making all of us think about where our life is and being stable and wanting stability and what stability looks like for us. It could be a lot to process for you, especially for Virgo, who can sometimes be a bit of a perfectionist. That could just be this feeling of, I don't know if I'm going to get this wrong. I don't know if I'm going to, you know, do this correctly. This might be way too more than I want to, way too much more than I want to deal with right now. So you may be feeling overwhelmed with the feelings that are coming to the surface. You may feel overwhelmed with allowing yourself to go into that path of self-improvement, you know, betterment of self and your spiritual connection or therapy or whatever it might be. But you have 7 of Wands coming up here for your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And so this is energy that's coming in that's letting you know, look, you've got this. You know, not only will you be able to do it, you will be able to do it long term. Because 7 of Wands is about, you know, having a vantage point and being able to hold your ground. Being able to, you know, climb that mountain and stay on top of that mountain. You know, to overcome an obstacle and still be able to be above it. You know, some of you are running from some very serious demons. And so to me, you know, 7 of Wands is very much that energy of like, you know, like if you were playing whack-a-mole, like you're above them and the little moles are popping up and you've got the little mallet and you're just like whack, 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 whack. Like you're above them and you can see things popping up and you can handle it. You're in a good stance. You're in a good place. So no matter what's coming at you, the universe is bringing in you the support that you need to defeat this. Some of you are overcoming some kind of an addiction. It could be a sex addiction. It could be a drug or alcohol addiction. Or some of you are dealing with a person who's overcoming an addiction. And that's kind of maybe like, you know, pouring into your life a little bit. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a partner. It could be a loved one. It could be a family member. It could be a friend. But, you know, you need to stand your ground. You need to stand your ground. And, you know, stay committed to your boundaries and stay committed to yourself. And you will be able to get through this change that you're going to be going through. Let's see what your angel message is. for our Virgo friends. Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. So for those of you who aren't familiar, Akasha is the belief that there's like this blueprint in your heart of your complete and total spiritual journey of like everything you've been through your different lifetimes, how it's formed your spirit, how it's formed your soul, and you know what you were meant to go through and what you're still meant to go through. It's basically the past, the present, and the future, just kind of written some energetic blueprint in your heart space. That's my understanding anyway. I'm not an Akashic record expert, but that's what I was taught, and that's what I know of it. Okay, but so whatever the case, whether or not you believe in the Akashic realm, this message and your angels and guides are wanting you to know that whatever you're dealing with right now, that you're clearing your energy of it, and somebody might be making you feel bad about it. Maybe you are trying to overcome an addiction or something, and maybe you have someone in your life that's making you feel really crummy about having that addiction, or choices or decisions that you made, or you're wanting to go and find yourself, and somebody in your life is making you feel like you're being this horrible, selfish person, that you need time to find yourself, or that you're not going to be there for them as much, or whatever it might be. This card is letting you know that this is a part of your soul journey. It's not that the universe is making this happen to you to punish you or teach you a lesson. It's that the universe is creating a space for you so that you can come out of this energy. Like, you're meant to come out of this energy. You're meant to come out of this pattern. And so everything that you experienced is just kind of like lessons that are coming in for you. It doesn't make you good or bad. It doesn't make you any less worth love. Right? You're a child of God. You're a child of the universe. Unconditional love is your birthright, you know? Unconditional love is everybody's birthright. And, you know, there might be somebody that does really messed up things to us, right? But still, you know, at the end of the day, we don't know the full extent of their reasons. They could have a mental issue. They could have an emotional issue. They just might really, really just completely, totally have been unaware and, you know, asleep, and not realize that, you know, they were doing the hurtful things that they were doing. They just might be in a lower vibration and they haven't woken up yet. So if we can release things in that way and just realize that, you know, everybody deserves, you know, to leave judgment to the higher power, and that everybody's life has value, you know, short of, like, you know, doing horrendous, horrible, monstrous things, short of that, you know, even then, I mean, I don't know, I don't want to get into that. That's a very, very philosophical argument. But this card wants you to know whatever you're dealing with is a part of your soul journey, your soul life lesson. It doesn't mean that you're damaged. It doesn't mean that you're flawed. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person. That the universe knew this was going to happen. Okay, the universe knew this was going to happen. God and the angels are not looking down at you and like hating on you. They're looking down on you and they're saying, we're here for you. You can do this. You can come out of this negative energy. You can turn this around. You can make this okay. And for some of you, it's just like I said, some of you are feeling like you're being very selfish. And the universe is like, it's time for you to realize that you matter and that you have the right to make yourself a priority. The energy is going to be different for different ones of you. I cannot sit here and say that every single Virgo on this planet, or every single Virgo that watches this video, is going to have the same exact thing happening to them in the same exact way. It's going to be different. And that's why I always say it's great to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos, because it's going to give a little extra information, a little more personal information, aligning with where your planetary placements are and which energies, other energies are affecting you right now. Now, you may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do, but I am booked until May. I know it's a while, but time does go fast, and I am working as fast as I can. Unfortunately, at this time, I can no longer do emergency readings. I was trying to get in emergency readings, but I'm beat, man. I'm exhausted, and I need to sleep. I need to take breaks. I need to, take care of my parents who are getting older. Like, there's things I have to do, and I can't fit it in. I'm one person. There's 35,000 of you, and I know not 35,000 of you have reached out for a private reading, but many have, and I'm working as fast as I can, and unfortunately, right now, emergency readings are not an option for me. And also, my assistant's really backed up. I hired somebody to answer messages and do the calendaring, and she can't keep up with it, because I can't afford to have her full-time, She's got to work a job, she's got to pay her bills, she can't be full-time helping me with that. And so I understand it. I have to respect that. I got to let that girl work and pay her bills so she can eat and live a life and have a place to live. For right now, time being, there's not emergency readings being accepted. If I can get caught up in the next few weeks, I will let you know. I will open it up again, and I will let you know if there's emergency reading slots. In the meantime, to make up for the wait, the personal card readings are still going to happen. The once a week pick a card readings are still going to happen. It's going to give you a chance to at least pick a reading that resonates with your energy, that you feel a little bit more connected with. So it's a little bit more personal than the general readings. And I'm going to do every single day in the morning, come on YouTube live for a few minutes and do an angel message for the Amethystangellight YouTube channel. I will not be doing them by zodiac sign because it takes way too long. It's just going to be a message for our soul family, our soul tribe here. Anybody who's gravitating towards the channel, those of us who are here looking for that deeper connection. So you will each receive that message every single day. I'm still going to do a daily card of the day and pick a card for my social media for Instagram and Facebook, but it's going to be different than the message for the YouTube channel. If you're on both will apply to you. But this YouTube message, I'm not posting it anywhere. I'm not going to put it on Facebook. I'm not going to put it on Instagram. It's specifically for the people that are watching the YouTube videos. So that will be something I'm putting out there too. Hopefully just, getting you guys, some attention and some guidance in the midst of having to wait. So I thank you guys for watching, sharing, liking, subscribing, commenting. I love you guys. I really, really do. I appreciate every single one of you. And I will see you in the dailies.